Today, we're going to unpack a really profound metaphysical idea, the concept that our entire existence is a kind of cosmic test, a closed-loop journey that every single soul takes from nothingness and all the way back again.
You know that strange feeling of déjà vu? Or that sense that your life has some kind of direction you just can't quite put your finger on? Well, what if that's because our life is, quite literally, a conscious playback of a story that has already been written?
This one verse, this is the key that unlocks this entire concept. It's actually spoken by souls who have finished the whole journey and are now, finally, at the end, looking back and understanding the cycle they went through. 2 deaths and 2 lives. So what does that actually mean?
So yeah, what exactly are these 2 deaths and 2 lives? Well, they refer to this perfect 4-stage cycle for the soul, which we can call the closed-loop test.
Okay, so the cycle kicks off with a death before we even existed, and then a life where our entire story is written for the first time. After that comes a second death, which is actually our birth into this world, and that leads to our second life, the one you and I are living right now. Let's break down what each of these stages is all about. All right, so this first death, picture this. It's our state before creation, the primordial silence of just non-existence. A good way to think about it is like uncompiled code. All the potential is there, but there's no form, no will, no consciousness. It's just pure nothingness, waiting for the commands to be.
And that leads us to the first life. And this concept is, well, it's pretty wild. The idea here is that during creation, our entire story from our first breath to our last was already played out. This was the original script, you could say, the complete run-through, witnessed in its entirety only by God. Now we get to the second death. And hold on, because this isn't death as we typically think of it. It's the amnesia of birth. The moment we enter this physical world, the memory of that original script we just talked about is completely wiped clean. It's like we're being born into a playback of a movie, but this time, someone turned off the subtitles.
And that brings us to our second life, our current existence, right here, right now. We are the conscious actors living out that same script, but from the inside. We feel like we have free will. We make choices, but we are totally unaware that we're actually following a pre-written story. And that is the ultimate test.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, wait a minute, if the script is already written, then what's the point of the test? And that's a great question. The answer is, it's not about discovery. It's all about verification. See, the test isn't really for God. He already knows our story inside and out. The test, it's for us. It's not about discovering who we are. It's about proving what we are, both to ourselves and to the cosmic record. The whole point is to see if our inner sincerity, our unseen hearts, will actually line up with our external actions when we're cut off from the memory of our own destiny.
And that, right there, is why linear time exists in our world. Time is simply the medium that allows the test to play out. It creates the space for any mismatch, any hypocrisy between our inner truth and our outer actions to come to the surface. When you get right down to it, sincerity is the only thing being tested.
To really bring this all home, let's think about our existence as if it were a film, but with one really important difference between the first and second viewing. So that first life was the original run, complete with subtitles on. Every intention, every thought, every single outcome was crystal clear and visible. This is what's archived in what the Quran calls the preserved tablet. Our second life, the one we're in now, is the playback run. We're living it all over again, but this time, the subtitles are off. We're completely blind to the script, acting out our roles with nothing but our own inner sincerity to guide us.
So in the end, this whole cosmic trial, this incredible, elaborate loop, it all comes down to one simple yet piercing question. As we live out this conscious playback, blind to the script that was written for us, the entire test is just a comparison. The universe is watching to see, does your reflection, the you that is living and breathing right now, match your source?